like she got to be studied on, bro. Right? You mean to tell me? You know what, Bobby? Just step into my office. I ain't gonna hold you. Let's just at night. Listen. So people saying this and that. So I'm gonna give y'all people's perspective, and then I'm gonna give y'all man's bro grade. So Bobby got famous from doing interviews and all this and that, right? So she allegedly misses her child's birthday to do the interview with Drake. Allegedly. I don't know. This is what people saying. I wouldn't know. So with that being said, on bro grade, from her perspective, she like, I don't want to seem unprofessional, you know, by having to reschedule this interview. Because, you know, in some people's mind, an opportunity lost can never be regained. And around this time, she happened to be married and all that. From her perspective, it's like, I don't want to seem unprofessional and all that. I don't want to, you know, miss out on everything I worked so hard for. From her husband's perspective, you mean to tell me you missed out on your child's birthday to lay in bed with a rapper who's known to smash all the shorties? Not saying that Bobby would have, because it's alleged she turned Drake down, and y'all know how Drake is. You don't want to be with me, so I'm gonna block you. You don't want to be. That's how Drake is. Drake, he basically allegedly got in his feelings about Bobby not sleeping with him on some weird ish, and I'm cutting you off. It's like he got this chip on his shoulder from when Nicki Minaj used to turn him down. So now he just goes around sleeping with guys' girlfriends and gal friends and all that. Like, what is this about? So, from her husband's perspective, like, you miss your child's birthday to lay in bed with another rapper in front of millions of people is crazy. People's perspective, they like, hold on. So you mean to tell me you did this for the money and the clout? You love the money and the clout that bad? From my perspective, she shouldn't have never did that interview. I'm gonna keep it a whole being. Like, shorty, you should have never did that interview. One, you're married. Two, if you was gonna do that interview with Drake, what you should have did is tell Drake, yo, my child's birthday is coming up. I have to reschedule this. If you aren't able to reschedule this, that's fine. And that would have showed her husband, like, okay, they famous, but I'm not thirsty. Like, I'm not thirsty for fame. You know, opportunities always come around. But on another note, why would you do an interview with y'all sharing a bed together? That's just me. What's up with it? Why would you do that? And you wondering why your husband asked for a divorce. You got to think of what people are saying to him. You that this is just like the last live idea on Bro Grave. Like, I'm like, when you make a decision, you got to think of how it affects both of y'all when you're in a relationship. So when you know, make a decision, you showing somebody you care about their opinion as well as your own. Yo, what's up with it, y'all? What's up? 67 years old. Happy birthday or happy belated to you, man. Yo, what's good? What's up with it, gang? So, from people's perspective, they like, that's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? My perspective was, you shouldn't have did the interview, Bobby. You know what I'm saying? And on another note, if you was going to do that interview, it shouldn't have been in the bed. You should have, you know, like, come on, gang. Why did you do a regular interview? You know what I'm saying? A regular interview, and then you would have been taken seriously as an interviewer. You know, she likes to joke and stuff like that, and that's fine. But it should have been a regular interview where he's sitting in the chair, she's sitting in the chair, and she's uh basically interviewing him, asking him questions and all that. So, what is the Bible's perspective on this? Let he who is without sin cast the first stone, as well as what must it profit a person to gain the whole world but forfeit their own soul? Um, what happened to your other earring? That must be falling out. So I'm just glad the left one just in. Um, so with that being said, I would say, in my words, to leave y'all with, uh, why would you do that? Like, that's crazy. Like, why would you do that? You gotta think of what people did. Oh, look at her. She missed your birthday. Where and everybody at the birthday party, and they wondering where she at. And they like, you, where's your woman? And then they get online. They hop online. They see she doing an interview with Drake, and then they looking like, you gonna take that? Like, you got to think of what that's making him feel like as a man. And I understand it from Bobbi's point of view. She was like, she's not about to mess with this man or nothing. But then, like, because it's alleged that she turned Drake down. So you already knew what type of time Drake is on because you've heard about his reputation. So you mean to tell me money and fame was more important than keeping something that would have lasted? Now, her husband was more of the, normal type of guy, this and that. Like, he wanted a normal life. He had his own money and stuff like that, but she seems like an ambitious female on bro grave. Like, she like, I want to make my own money, and that's fine. But when you make a decision, you got to think for both of y'all, not just self. So with that being said, man, I'm not here to judge this woman, but I got a question. You mad? You mad, girl? Cause I want to treat you. You that mad? You that mad because I care about you? You mad? You mad, woman? Now the reason, before I get to that, some people, they've never had clout before. They've never been or felt like they was accepted before, and they'll do anything to get it, not even realizing what they sacrificing. But that's for later, because at the moment they not thinking about that. They thinking about, the love, the money, the parties, uh, being liked, being included. Because when people ain't used to this, they'll do anything to get it. It's like an addiction. It's like, a high. They become an addict to attention. And once they start getting it, it's like it never stops. It's like a drug. And it's hard to detox off of that when you're not used to that. You go from people don't care who you is, or people talking about you and this and that. Now they speaking highly of you, and it becomes intoxicating, but really it's just flattery, just so people could get what they want from you. Some females have some females around just so they can get the men, not noticing that this woman is sacrificing everything she loves to be around her. And then it's like the same way as dudes, oh man, you don't want to hang out with us and this and that. Oh man, you a simp, you this, you that, just so people could get what they want from you. Cause he might not get the girls like that, and you may be the type to get the girls like that, and he can't get the girls unless he's around you, or you change, you know what I'm saying? But they ain't got nobody, so they don't understand it from your point of view. But if they were in your shoes, they'll choose their spouse all day. I don't care what you say. They gonna choose their spouse. What's up with it? What's up with it, Callan? Uh, uh, I forgot. I hope I said your name wrong. I hope I said your name right. So, with that being said, it's like some some people, it's like they change, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, depending on who they are. And after a while, you just see it for what it is. It's like you love the clout more, and it's not real. And then when you look back, you'll realize like that was a dumb decision to make. And then that kind of decision haunts you forever. But eventually people find love again, but it's never the same. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, let's just hope we make right decisions uh the first time around, and they don't come back to haunt us. So with that being said, um you mad, woman. Some people are addicted to being treated wrong. They try to find any reason to do what they already gonna do. So for the guys out there, for the girls out there, this is my poem, and it don't rhyme. You mad, woman? You mad because I'm responsible? You mad because I actually like you, care about how you feel? You mad? You mad, woman? You mad because I care about your safety? You mad because I talk to you because I care that you know? Because I usually don't talk to other people. I don't care. I don't care about them. Are you mad? Are you mad, woman? You mad because I want to treat you right? I don't stay out with the homies all night. I ain't out there doing you wrong, and I talk to you before I make a big decision. Or are you mad, though? You mad, woman? You mad because I want to talk to you? Because I hit your phone up even if we ain't talking about nothing? You mad? Are you really mad, though? You mad, woman, because I give you my last? And I don't even like people like that. I gotta be crazy to show love. There's something wrong with me. There's got to be something wrong with me. You mad? Are you mad, woman? You mad because I'm not cheating on you? Is you though? On bro, great. You mad because oh, you don't got the tea to tell your friends because you want to relate to your miserable friends so much that you gotta start drama just so you will have some tea to go back and tell them you mad. Are you mad, woman? You mad because I want to treat you right? I gotta be crazy. What's wrong with me? You mad because I called you? Because I want to talk to you? You mad because I want to spend time with you? It got to be something wrong with me. I done lost my mind. What the heck was I thinking? Because I want to be intimate. Even if we're not intimate, I just like being around you. Are you mad? Are you really mad though? That makes you mad? That the rumors people say about me ain't true? Does that make you mad, woman? You mad? Because if you do something that affects both of us, I say no. Are you mad? Are you really though? That I won't encourage bad behavior because maybe I've already done all the stupid decisions for you. Now, if you do that, that's on you. I didn't say you gotta do nothing. I just share my opinion, and hey, what you do with that is up to you. But does that make you mad? That I don't put my hands on you? That what you see on Tubi or all these terrible movies that they call acting, that I don't do none of this stuff? Because I'm tired. Maybe that's why. Not even like, oh, I'm not interested. I'm tired. I'm getting older, not younger. Like, getting tired. You mad because I won't chase you? We're not kids. We're not children. We're adults now. That makes you mad because I want to act like an adult. That I don't have women running in and out my crib and all that, and I ain't got no makeup, lipstick on my shirt, nothing like that. You mad though? Are you really? No, you not mad. You just not used to an adult. That's what you're not used to. You mad because I don't want to argue and bicker like we did when we were younger? I'm tired. I'm done with that. Nope. I'm cool. On bro grade. Now, sometimes, couples, y'all have disagreements and all that. I'm going to keep it real. Like, I'm one of them ones that's like, I got to the point where, like, you going to do what you going to do. But I'm not about to step out of character to prove I'm a man. I've been this gender all my life. I don't have to prove I'm a man to you. Like, only thing we got to prove something to is the Lord. Everybody else, no. You see who people are in their actions. So with that being said, like, me personally, I don't date my exes. I feel like once it ended, like if she said, well, this not gonna work out or whatever the case may be, that's the end of that to me. That's just me though. We not getting back together. Bro grade. I don't do that. Why I don't do that? Because I feel like personally, if it ended, that means it wasn't meant to be. Because I don't know what you've been doing out here. And I'm not about to be fighting your other dudes that may like you because I'm an adult. I don't want to have to take this guy's life. Now, I got to be serious. I don't want to have to take this young man's life because on account of you messing with this guy. You telling me one thing, I ain't got the time for that. I'm too old for that. This ain't no soap opera. This is real life. One mistake, it's over. So the games that these people playing, I'm going to leave y'all with this. When you find people being manipulative and all that stuff, get away from those people straight up. You got to play phone tag with a person. You got to chase a person. If you got to do all of that, it won't be worth the catch when you get it. I'm telling y'all. You gonna be dealing with too many problems. They talk, oh well, this is my friend, and I ain't got time for none of that. I don't got time for none of that. It's not, oh, I'm insecure. None, I just don't got the time for that because that guy may like you, and then when you get mad at me, you going to confide in this guy. I don't got the time to be like, yeah, you don't treat her like. Who is you, bro? Don't talk to me about my lady. Don't do that. Don't get into none of our situation. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Cause I don't want to have to put this guy down because you don't know how to keep our relationship between us. I ain't got the time for all that explaining to people why we mad at each other. Man, that's kid stuff. I always say this, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this. People who don't value their time will go around wasting other people's time. They think this is funny. They think life is a game. And this is why they jump from relationship to relationship because they don't take life seriously. They just alive. They're not living. They think it's living. But it's on a path to destruction. And then when they get older, they look back like, yeah, I had fun and all this, and they reliving the glory days. But when they to themselves, they scarred. They scarred through all the pain they done been through, all the stuff that they done put themselves through, and don't nobody else want to deal with that. Because that's trauma and stuff that people supposed to deal with on their own. If you don't handle, your personal issues, you will bleed on people who didn't cut you. So then you're leaning on them to fix something that they can't fix. They not God. They can't do the impossible and be like, oh, oh yeah, I'm your therapist. That's not what a spouse is. A spouse, y'all help each other. That's just what a relationship is. A marriage is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just we do for each other. We don't count favors over here. So it's not, oh well, I did this and you and I did all this. It ain't about that. It's about two people choosing each other every single day. The eyes of a man is never satisfied. So with that being said, be content with what you have. For I will never leave you nor forsake you. So that's what God is on. It's like you're not missing out on nothing. But people think by social media that they're actually missing out on something, that it's something better out here. Why? It's better where you plant your garden at. That's where it's better at. Not just stumbling upon a garden and it's, oh, well, everything is ready for me. Like, that person won't respect you. That's why when some people get with rich people, they wondering why these people cheating and lying and all this. They don't respect you because they think you here for the bag or for something. So they there to get something. That's your intentions, to get something. So what you think their intentions is? So with that being said, you get with people to build something together. And how you pose to choose a person is because you want to go through life's ups and downs with them. Life is full of ups and downs. It don't always have to be financial. Y'all got different personalities. It could be that. Y'all don't agree on everything. It could be that. Ain't nothing ever gonna be perfect. And that's what people gotta realize. You get with somebody that you wouldn't mind going through life's ups and downs with. When you do that, then you building your life on a solid foundation because that's life on bro grave. That don't mean it's gonna be a struggle or you'll be poor. It don't have to mean none of that. All that it means is that y'all might not always get along like that. But a relationship, a marriage, and all of that is when y'all constantly choose each other every day. It's a choice. You got a choice whether to come home, whether to be loyal. It's all a choice. Whether to tell the truth, whether to lie, whether to not have nothing to lie about, or treat somebody how you want to be treated. That all that. So my advice to Bobbi is you're selfish. That's the truth. Bobbi, you're selfish. You thought about yourself. And your husband was being selfish also. If anything, you should have invited him to the interview and did an actual interview. Not one laying in a bed with some other rapper, with some rapper or something. Like, shorty, you got a husband. You know what I'm saying? That is what it is. If y'all chose to part ways or whatever the case may be, then what you do after that is none of his business, and what he does is none of your business. But you're selfish. Both of y'all are selfish. He thinking about what's best for him. She thinking about what's best for her. And it's childish. Okay, I see you really want to do this interview and stuff like that. Well, what kind of interview is it? This and that. Like, you know, you supposed to be your wife's biggest supporter. Just like she's supposed to be your biggest supporter. If y'all got a wife or something. I ain't got no wife or nothing. I ain't got no kids or nothing. But, I mean, that I know of. Nah. But anyway, all I say is, you're selfish. You only think about yourself. And I know you're not happy. Deep down, you're not happy. You got money, you got all that, but you're not happy. People think that more money will bring them happiness, or more this, more that, more this, more that. Mm-mm. When you're doing what you love with the person you love it with, that's when you're happy. You learn to be content with what you have. That's happiness. I don't need all the money in the world to be happy. Because I'm going to keep it a bean. In the words of the dude off Martin, I'm going to leave y'all with this. He said, man, what happened? He said, man, you know, I ain't got everything set yet and this and that. He said, you know, I used to be just like you, thinking nobody was going to hold me back. Now I got the money and I got the house and nobody to share it with. And Martin was like, what's your point, OG? He said, old fools used to be young fools. Think about it. Legend. Subscribe.